Welcome back to the Super Expander podcast, where your expansion goes beyond just a vision of what's possible for you in life and business. Your clear path is begging you to get grounded, stay focused, and massively move the needle forward without draining your tank. Let's move out of the overwhelm, remove the distractions, get unstuck, and stay consistently performing at your highest level. Here we go. Hello, Super Expanders. How are you doing? How are we feeling here today? How's your heart? Welcome back. I'm excited to have you here. You know, I'm always excited to be here and have this conversation with you, whatever we're talking about. And today is no different. And we're diving into something that I know you care about, because I know that you consistently want to perform at the top level. I know that you want to reach the highest levels of success, and we're diving into all the things lately of how it is that you can start to do that in new and innovative ways without more grinding, without more hustling, without working more hours, but actually learning how to master your physiology to show up and be able to work and execute at the top of your abilities and actually still have time left over at the end of the day to live your life, to do the things that you enjoy most, to connect with family, to, have leisure time, relaxing time. This life that we live is not all about work. So I know you are an ambitious entrepreneur wanting to reach the highest level of success in your business. So if I could give you the keys to the castle, the secret to perform at the top level consistently, would you be interested? Okay. All right, I got you. So lean in a little closer. Are you listening to this in your car? Maybe you're in the shower. Maybe you're on a walk. So just lean in a little bit closer. The secret to peak performance and optimal execution lies in your nervous system. Yep, because it's before the strategy. It's before all the other things. Being able to regulate your nervous system is the first piece. And it's not a magic pill. It completely lies within you, and it's a skill that you can learn. So we've had a lot of conversation around here about HRV, and HRV, heart rate variability, is the technology that measures the variation between your heartbeats, and the variability helps us to understand how our nervous system is regulated. So a top performer with an unregulated nervous system and a low HRV is only performing at literally a fraction of your potential. So if that's you, you're only performing at a fraction of your potential, but there is hope. So with using this HRV technology to be able to measure and use these techniques to expand it, to grow it, to flex it, to train it, just like you would in the gym, you can really start to learn about your body's response and how to reduce it so that it doesn't interfere with your performance. Like, why is this important? Because imagine you're standing on a stage giving your TED Talk. We need to be able to drop in and regulate so that we can execute and perform and deliver. So when you start to regulate your body's response through HRV training, you will not only perform in the face of pressure, you'll be able to start to access flow state more efficiently and often. And flow state really is where, as humans, this is what we are all looking to achieve, is to finally be able to access flow state on demand. That is where your purpose comes out to play, and innovation, and time melts away. You're not connected to specific outcomes. And so all of these intersections start to come together. You start connecting dots. You're able to take skills from all of the things that you've learned in various different degrees and bring them together and bring forth something that is so uniquely you. When we learn to access flow like this, you don't have any competition, because there's no one in the world who is you and has all of the things that are in your mind in the way that they're in your mind. And when you can start to bring them together through your uniqueness and through your personal power, through the regulated nervous system, you are unstoppable. Flow is the ultimate goal for all human beings. It's something we're all chasing. And it's literally the defining difference between elite performers, top performers, and those that are not reaching their potential. It's the ability to access flow on demand that is really, I think that that's the secret. If there was ever a secret, it's the secret. Flow requires a regulated nervous system, which I think should come as no surprise as we're sitting here talking about this. And when chasing flow becomes a thing of the past, when you're able to access it on demand, you're able to actually start to push deeper. You're able to access these deep work sessions, and that starts to become something that's like a daily habit. And deep work is where the critical thinking for business expansion happens. It's where peak performance and maximizing your potential comes out to play. So naturally, deep work requires focus, and focus requires a regulated nervous system as a result. And HRV training is the way to help you start to train your ability to access it, just like you would go to the gym to train and have nice, strong, big biceps or long, strong, toned legs. I have a question for you. Have you joined the Super Expander free mentorship community? If not, what are you waiting for? Stop what you're doing right now and text the word mentor to 202-918-3235. Text the word mentor to 202-918-3235. I send out weekly tips and inspiration to help you grow your business, to step into your wealthiest, most highest self, to harness your full potential and live an exceptional and extraordinary life. And the best part is, it's really me sending those messages. So text me, say hello, and send me your questions. So are you with me? You see where I'm going with this? Okay, so flow state is a mental state in which we feel completely absorbed in whatever we're doing. It's often referred to as being in the zone, in the flow. It's a state where our productivity, creativity, and focus completely skyrocket. And there are specific things that we need to access this peak state, some of which are clear goals, clarity in where we're going, right? The ability to focus and being able to be in the present moment. So you can see how regulating your body and regulating your nervous system is really key and critical to this. So fun fact, there was a 10-year study done by McKinsey, and they found that flow in executives caused them to be 500% more productive. So when you are in a state of flow, your productivity skyrockets. Now let's start to connect some dots here and string it together. So deep work sessions are blocks where you focus on one task at hand without any distraction for up to about 4 hours straight. However long you decide, but 4 hours is a really good number. So that's really about the amount of deep work that each human being, we actually have the capacity within us to fully focus and fully put our whole self into something. So deep work sessions allow us to be able to fully immerse yourself into whatever work you're doing. And all of that energy goes forward into one task instead of getting scattered and amongst multiple different tasks. So imagine the potency and effectiveness that could happen if all of your attention went onto the one thing that you're working on. It helps you become hyper efficient with no distractions, no interruptions. And according to the author of Deep Work, Cal Newport, 3 to 4 hours of continuous, undisturbed deep work each day is all it takes to see a transformational change in our productivity and in our lives. And being able to access this state of deep work and flow truly will make you, it's a competitive edge, because if you really think about the distracted nature of the world today, and most of the people that you would call your competition, so many people are distracted. So if you master this, you really will be giving yourself a huge advantage. All of this is a case for high performance through HRV training. So flow state and deep work really is helps you become time rich. All right, so let me explain. So whether you're in a high demand job or you're running your own business, success and performance boil down to performance and output, right? So if we only have 4 or 5 hours max of high level work within us, and those hours are spent distracted and stressed, the answer isn't putting in more hours, which is often case what happens. More simply, it isn't going to make up for it. So work and performance suffer and time is lost, and the deficit becomes perpetual, and it's a never ending cycle. It's just the gap keeps getting bigger and bigger. So reaching peak performance requires more than just hard work. It requires you to start to work more efficiently, more effectively, and nervous system regulation through HRV, and entering flow states through honed techniques, and committing to yourself fully by engaging in the deep work is literally the keys to the castle. All 3 elements combined will set you up for success so that you can make the most out of every opportunity that is presented to you. And you can start to reclaim your time, energy, and truly start to build holistic wealth and elite performance. So do I have your attention now? I am literally handing you the keys to the castle. I know this is hitting home for you, and I have the tools and the resources for you to be the CEO who moves the needle forward in under 4 hours a day. Click the link in the show notes to learn how.